a division in football that shall be one of the toughest. New England picking McCourty, and now here's Miami on the clock with the Jets next.
Now, if he doesn't take Sergio, I keep saying Sergio Kimball's name because this kid, the Jets will take him if they don't. They don't want to see him in the backfield.
With the 28th pick in the 2010 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jared Odrick, defensive tackle, Penn State.
Well, from Penn State, Mel, a big kid, 6'5". You're looking at him, 303. And in Miami-style defense, what? 3-4. He can play end, right? Is that what Bill and Sperano and coach are looking at for this young man to play football for Joe Paterno?
He would be. Yep, 3-4 defensive end. And John, you like this kid coming out of Penn State?
I like this guy a lot. I've seen him play defensive tackle in a nickel, defensive end in the base. But he comes off the ball. He can bull rush it. He's a problem inside. This guy knows how to get off a block. Watch him here. Use his hands. Just like you coach it up, Mel. He sheds the guard, makes a tackle. There's a lot of things Odrick does, using his hands, just clubbing people, getting them out of the way. Watch what he does with this right guard right here. Just clubbing him, get to the quarterback. This guy is relentless. He plays on an every down basis. He rarely gets tired. I think Odrick is perfect Bill Parcells type player. When he hits a quarterback, Steve, they go down hard.
And this past year, career high in total tackles, tackles for loss, and sacks for Joe Paterno. And I think the surprise here is, though, that Sergio Kindle and Jerry Hughes, two attacking outside linebackers, are still on the board at 3-14. How about need help at that spot and passing them up?
How about that Jets defense with their different blitzes with the two guys you just mentioned? I mean, it's not right.
Well, the Dolphins had a guy come on, Cameron Wake, last year, that really exploded onto the scene as a sack artist.
Look at what Miami's done. They pick up two impact players on each side of the ball as we look at Odrick. Carlos Dansby, who won a playoff game on defense by himself with the sack that he made on Rodgers. And Brandon Marshall, who's
going to be a big-time boo here in New York City. They remember the spike play years ago. One of the all-time greats. Dan Marino making the Dolphins pick. Look out.
To announce the Miami Dolphins selection from the University of Pittsburgh, the 27th pick of the 1983 draft, went on to a Hall of Fame career, the great Dan Marino.
Thank you. With the 40th pick in the 2010 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Koa Misi, outside linebacker, Utah. Thank you.
That makes sense. They needed a rush linebacker, an outside edge presence. Koa Misi was so much fun to watch on tape. Little undersized, 6'2" and 5/8", 251 pounds. Ran his 40 in the mid-4.7s. He was a defensive end at Utah. He's a disruptive edge rusher. I believe he's scheme diverse. And guys, the thing I think is most interesting here, I understand the parameters of Bill Parcells' defense. He's not an edge rusher for them. You can see him explosive. I think he might be an inside linebacker in their system that gets some situational edge. You're looking right there against Mike Yapati, comes underneath. Everything you see with him on tape is off the edge. He's got a quick first step, gets around the pulling guard, makes the play in the backfield. Here he is lined up at linebacker in a 4-3, reads the play, comes underneath, sees the ball carrier, again, gets off the big body, makes the tackle. So I look at them at the Dolphins. You can see last year, Taylor, Porter, We need an edge presence if we're them. Cameron Wake steps up. Carlos Danzy, inside player. Koa Misi on paper fits in outside, but he's not the 6'3", 265-pound rush linebacker that defense historically has demanded.
And the Buffalo Bills just made their pick.